So the Indianapolis Colts have had one of the best offensive line in the NFL for the past few years. They've been considered one of the best for quite some time, and they absolutely are an amazing group. But this group really excels in the run game. In the pass game, they struggle a little bit. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to talk about why this offensive line is a little bit overrated in a sense, but not really. They're an amazing group. They gel so well together. But there is something that needs to get talked about with this offensive line, and it is a pass blocking. So I'd like to welcome you to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. If you enjoy Colts content and NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on so you do not miss any future videos. So this offensive line, right? Let's start on the left side. Fisher and Nelson. Fisher is a guy that we brought in coming off an Achilles tear. He had the new, the Achilles surgery he had. He was expected to come back early, and he did. So I think that's one of the reasons why the Colts did sign him. Because they expected him to be back. Maybe not mid-season, maybe a little earlier than that. But he had that surgery, so he was back. Week 2, and he wasn't out that long for an Achilles tear. And at the start, he looked pretty good. He looked like what you would expect from an Achilles tear at a in a 29-year-old, 30-year-old tackle, right? Yeah, he was a number 1 overall pick a few years ago. Has he played like it? No, but he has been a solid tackle throughout his career. Just not number 1 overall pick worthy, in my opinion. So Eric Fisher, as the season went on, he struggled more. He continued to struggle more and more and more. Especially versus the Jaguars. Both times he really struggled versus Josh Allen in that Jaguars front because they're fast. He struggled versus a lot of fast players. So, especially in the pass game, Eric Fisher is a solid run blocker, but once again, he struggles in the pass game. He struggles with pass blocking, especially against speed rushers. Now, do I think the Colts would resign him? I think there's a solid chance that they retain Eric Fisher because, is there really another option out there that's much better than Eric Fisher? Think about it. He is 30 years old. As you get older, it's harder to recover from injuries, serious injuries at that. Give him another chance. Is there really another guy out there that will do much better? Unless you pay Quenton Nelson that $20 million and you move him to tackle, and then maybe you play Glow and Reed to play guards, and you pay Nelson $20 million to play tackle instead of guard, which I think would be a solid idea, but probably not gonna happen. So that's that, and then you go to Nelson, right? Oh my God, Nelson! Yeah, you have to love Quenton Nelson. He is great in both. He's amazing in both. He's one of those rare generational talents that can do everything. He could pull. He's so freaking strong. He can pass block. He can run block. He could do whatever you need a guard to do at a very high level. He is the anchor of this offensive line. So I don't really have too much to say about Nelson. We all know that he's amazing. We all know that some people want to trade him. And I get it. I'm not going to absolutely just shoot down the idea, but you don't want to trade a generational talent. Okay? So, unless you move him, like I said earlier, unless you move Quenton Nelson to left tackle, and then maybe we have Chris Reed and Mark Lewinsky play guards, maybe you resign Glow and Reed, or you resign one, and then you draft one, you draft the guard in the draft, but you have a lot more needs than that for the draft, so that may not be something that you want to do. Or maybe you try Matt Pryor over at left tackle. Forgot about that. But, Quenton Nelson, I'd rather pay $20 million to a left tackle than a guard. As you see, a guard isn't vital. A generational guard, it's not really the most important position. So, yeah. And then you have center, Ryan Kelly. Man, he's being paid way too much. Ryan Kelly, not a big fan of him. He is a mauler in the run game. Like I said, this whole offensive line are maulers in the run game. But a reoccurring theme we've had here is that they struggle in the pass game. And, I'm not making no excuses for once at all, but you need to have an offensive line that can pass block better than some of these guys, or more consistently at least. When Glowinski is pass blocking good, when he is when he's a good run blocker and when he's a good, pass blocker, he is damn good in the pass game when he is good. And Chris Reed was pretty damn good last year too when he filled in for Nelson. When they kind of flipped, they kept going back and forth, between Glow and Reed. So then Kelly, he's being paid so much, yet it's not showing on the field. If you're gonna be the top paid player at your position, you need to be a very good, well-rounded player, and Kelly is not that. He has injury issues. He has injury concerns. And, on top of that, he's inconsistent in the pass game. When he's good, he is good. He is one of the best in the league. But when he is bad, holy crap is he bad. And that's the damn truth. So, trading Ryan Kelly would be a good option. He's getting paid too much for a center that has struggled. Now, as a person, love Ryan Kelly. I feel bad for what he went through this year. It freaking sucks, but then in football, you're being paid all that money, but you need to show it on the field. That you need that to come out on the field, but it hasn't. So then you move over to Glow. You kind of got what you wanted out of Glow. And then you went and signed Chris Reed this year, last offseason, which I was surprised he was even on the market that long. Surprised that the Colts got him for cheap. Because Chris Reed was amazing. I thought he was pretty damn good at Carolina. I don't know why Carolina let him go at that, but I would be 100% down for Mark Lewinsky and Chris Reed to be the guards, and then Nelson be the left tackle. So Glowinski, he's a mauler in the run game. He is a mauler. He's scary. He's scary in the run game. Kind of like Quenton Nelson in the run game, honestly. But not as near as consistent. It's still not as on as high of a level as Quenton Nelson. So I think he's being paid accordingly. I think what he's being paid is good. I think that's fine. And then you move over to right tackle, right? Braden Smith. He was just paid a huge contract. And deservingly so, because he had a few amazing years coming out. I believe it was Ball State. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, no, it wasn't Ball State. I'm happy I checked. It's Auburn he is from. I don't know why I thought he was from Ball State. I don't know. But the point is, Braden Smith, he earned that money. He earned that money. It is a lot for a right tackle. It is. It is a bit. But he deserved it. He played pretty damn well. Coming out of Auburn, expected to be a guard, moved the right tackle, and he took it. And he took it and he ran, and he's one of the best right tackles in the league. And I believe that he is. Now, once in a while, he does have the struggles here with some speedy guys, but at the end of the day, he's been very good. It's just this year he kind of got unlucky with injuries. And when he came back, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't insane like he was last year. But he was still pretty darn good. I love Braden Smith. Absolutely love Smith. But he is inconsistent in passing once in a while. He does struggle sometimes. He definitely has those times, but definitely not as bad as some of the others like Fisher, Kelly, or Glow. There's a reason why Smith was paid as much as he was, but Kelly was paid a little more than he should have been for what he has done, honestly. So you guys let me know what you think of this group. Do you think Kelly should be traded? Do you think Pinner should be the guy who could fill in for Kelly? We've seen it a few times. Pinner came in for an injured Kelly, and he did pretty good. So So I'd like to give Pinner a chance there and maybe unload that Ryan Kelly contract to somewhere else. It's a lot of money for for a center that isn't playing how you paid him. So maybe you move Quenton Nelson to left tackle and you have Reed and Glow play guards. What do you think of that? What do you guys think of some of the things I said in here? What do you agree with or disagree with? Feel free to let me know what you think. Don't be scared to disagree with me because I love that. Because sometimes you don't think of something a way that you're thinking of. Not everyone thinks the same way. When you guys disagree, sometimes I'm like, damn, yeah, I didn't think of that. Everyone thinks different. So you guys let me know. That's gonna be it for this episode. Do you think the Colts offense line is overrated? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. And I will catch y'all later.